Hello, and good afternoon. Welcome to Eat, Smoke, Drink Japan edition. I'm here in Ginza, Tokyo, and I am looking for a smoke. So, first of all, this area here, okay, in Ginza, has a couple of cigar shops, okay? So if you're looking at over here, so look at that, this is some fancy ass motherfuckers over here. So if you're looking at this particular street, there's actually a Davidoff of Geneva across the street. There it is. You see the Davidoff across the street. I went to have a look at the Davidoff, and fuck that. Terrible ventilation and shitty bar, not worth the problems, not worth the trouble. So I've decided I'm going to go to this place here. This is called the Connaisseur, okay? Connaisseur, I'm going to send you a link. They have a very hefty cigar collection over here, and the man is very friendly. They've just opened and they have a really cool looking bar. So I'm going to take you inside right now, okay? So as you walk in, beautiful space, great seating, very private rooms, and the lighting is fantastic. Okay, the lighting is fantastic. The bar is fantastic. Oh, how you doing? The bar is looking fantastic. So I'm liking the vibe here. So I went across to Davidoff and nah, don't like it. Too bright, very transactional, and not very nice to be in. So anyway, the humidor is there. There's a few people, and I'm gonna go and select my cigar soon, okay? So I'm about to go into the humidor to go and choose some cigars, okay? Ooh, now this is a nice humidor. So there's all the Davidoffs over here, okay? And then we have more Davidoffs, Camachos. Now I don't think they have any, oh, they've got some Cubans. They got some Cubans. Okay, no Cohibas though. No Cohibas, I can't see any Cohibas. Confidential, I don't know what the motherfuck that is. Alright, Oliver, Padron, fantastic. So anyway, I'm gonna see what cigars they've got. Look, actually quite well priced, alright? So you've got an Opus Robusto, and that's 60, that's about 45 USD. That is pretty fucking cheap. And that's in the high end of things, right? And you've got this $50 Opus X Belicoso, and then you have the Oscuro Perfeccion. And so you've got some pretty good stuff here. I mean, nothing to scoff at all. They've got, I mean, yeah, wow, actually, I'm quite liking the range, mainly because I'm a big fan of Padrones and stuff like that. So I'm not here to review the cigar so much, but if I can find a cigar that's unique, I will do it, yeah? I will do it. All right, so I'm in this private room here. I chose this because of privacy, and also it's quite well lit. It's really nice, actually. I'm going to try and be quieter so I'm not annoying anyone. Arigato. So this lounge, from what I gather, this used to be the La Casa del Habanos, and then they've made it into a bit of a independently operated thing. So that's why they don't have all the Cohibas anymore. Not sure who has them now. Regardless, doesn't matter. So I'm in Japan, and I'm not going to be drinking Japanese whiskey just because I want to match my cigar with the whiskey that I'm with the drink that I'm drinking. So as I walked in, I was shown to my table, and it was a fantastic table. It's a great table, as Trump would say. Great table, tremendous. And they gave me a little moist towel to refresh, probably because they saw that I was sweating like a whore in church outside. I was sweating like a motherfucker, all right? Anyway, what I've got today is a Drew Estate Liga Privada number 9. I've not reviewed one yet. I picked this for 2 reasons. Great value. Second reason, great cigar. And I love this, one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm pairing this today with a Pedro Jimenez because the robustness of this cigar is going to be quite nice paired with a Pedro Jimenez. I'm just going to put my bag on the ground so I don't infuse my hat with cigar smoke. So anyway, what I love about this place is that as soon as you walk in, very warm, very welcoming. I mean, the guy, it wasn't even open yet. He just opened the door for me. Anyway, I walk in and he's very friendly. I asked him, can I please film? And he said in Japanese, fuck yeah. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that, but pretty much. What a cutter. Look at that. This cutter is a Siglo cutter. It also doubles as a Jewish circumciser. All right, so let's cut. Let's cut. I don't use scissors often, but when I do, I cut the shit out of it. Fantastic. Inhaled some of the powder. Anyway, oh Jesus Christ, it's like a arc welder. Crying out loud. That's like a... Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to light my cigar traditionally today, largely because I never get to do that. You know, New Zealand, we don't really have a space where you can enjoy a cigar. So I'm going to just light that, okay? Take my time, take my time. There's no rush, baby. There's no rush. Take my goddamn time. And then perfect. Perfect. So I can feel the ventilation sucking the smoke up, which is great. Oh, that's a mirror. Holy shit. That's a mirror right there. I thought that was another room. What the... Anyway. What I love about these cigars is the smoke is thick, it's viscous, it's oily, it's potent, it's sweet, some pepper, rounded spices, rum, molasses. Oh, god damn. I love being on holiday. I miss being on holiday. I've been on holiday for a long time, traveled around the world, but not on holiday, you know, working while traveling, so you don't really get a proper break, but you do. It's weird. Anyway, I will see you after the first third, and let's talk about the cigar. But so far, this lounge has been beautiful. Beautiful service, beautiful decor, great ventilation, as much as a ventilation can be good when it's a cigar lounge. And talk soon. So, we're just not even a third in, but the cigar's warmed up. It's developing sweet, thick smoke. Spicy, cloves, aniseed. There's a sweetness, burnt caramel, burnt butter, burnt sugar. I love the mouthfeel and the texture of the Liga Privada line. Liga Privada, fuck, I keep saying that wrong. Liga Privada line. And the reason why I actually chose the Pedro Jimenez, great glasses by the way, on point, 5-star. Oh God. Because it's also viscous and strong. sweet, and it balances out the spice and robustness of the cigar. Fantastic. Great cigar. I am loving the vibe of this lounge so far. And look, I'm not going to try and go through this whole cigar with you. I'm going to give it a thumbs up right now because I've had many of these cigars before and they're fucking great. Okay, so I'm not even going to try and condescend you and waste my time as well. This is a go. This is a great cigar. Actually, I was weighing up if I should have the Opus X Robusto or this one, and I thought I wanted something a bit ballsier. So that's why I decided to have this one. Look, so far this lounge has been great. I might actually come back here, but I've got another, well, it's only my first full day in Tokyo, and I'm here for 3 weeks. So I'm going to Sapporo, I'm going to Osaka, blah, blah. And so I'm going to go to other lounges there as well. But so far I am endorsing this particular lounge as one of my favorites so far that I've seen, I've walked into, because it is just so nice. I might do another one in Tokyo. I'll see if I feel like a cigar, because, you know, I don't really want to just have a cigar for the sake of it, you know, otherwise the experience isn't there. Nevertheless, look, what I love about the Liga Privadas as well is that you got to smoke them slow, you got to smoke them gentle, but when you do, then it'll reward you with a long smoke. You know, an hour and 45, you can take your time with this beauty, and it's just a fantastic stick. Anyway, look, if I don't see you in the last bit of this, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Cheers. Sorry. I apologize. Let's go through the Pedro Jimenez, okay? Pedro Jimenez is essentially raisin water. Spanish decided they're going to dry the shit out of grapes on the vine in the sun. It probably develop some sort of natural fungus or mold, and then they'll make sherry out of it. As you know, whiskey and PX casks are the most sought after. So, let's go through the nose. It's not the most giving in terms of nose because the alcohols are low, unlike whiskey, but sweet condensed sherry flavors. There's a fusty, fungal, woody nose, slight green apple, menthol. There's a slight Russian fudge, buttery smell to that as well. But the nose isn't that giving, right? So let's take a sip, and I'll take you through the flavors. You get hit with immediate sweetness, slight bittersweet, like a really rich dark chocolate. You get overripe melon, menthol, green apple, but not real green apple, like a fake green apple. There's a soiliness to it, earthiness that you can't escape. Old leather. One of my favorite drinks, actually. One of my favorite drinks. And their pours here are 50 ml. Anyway, you know, everyone tries to pair cigars with whiskey, cognac, blah, blah. You could pair it with champagne, beer, wine, whatever it is. It's up to you to decide how you pair your cigar, right? Is your cigar peppery and spicy? Balance it out. Is it sweet? Balance it out. And today I'm balancing it out. Anyway, now I'm going to close off. Until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. I'm going to enjoy the bejesus out of the cigar. See you in the next cigar lounge. Oh.